Hello everyone, I'm Branka Mraovic. My affiliation is at the Faculty of Geodesy of the University of Zagreb in Croatia. I'm delighted to be here with you and to be given an opportunity to congratulate all the Eden colleagues whose humble and hard work has contributed to these 3 decades of serving modernization in education in Europe. My background is in political science and sociology. Let's go straight to the subject of my presentation. Since my scientific and teaching work takes place within the framework of the Chair of Organizational Theory and Management, I will first say a few words about my chair and my understanding of the mission of learning and teaching at the university. With this presentation, I want to shed light on 2 good news generated by the development of disruptive technologies. The first one is democratization of education, and the second good news is the democratization of data use. Hence, I will first focus on learning in a high-tech environment and on the opportunities and challenges deriving from a data-driven society. I especially want to draw attention to the transformative power of open data, so for this reason, I will present a really small part of the results from my very extensive pilot project on the perceptions of digitalization among students and young employees in Croatia. I hope to be fast enough to do it in 10 minutes. You can get more information about the Chair of Organizational Theory and Management at my faculty's website, Moodle website, and my LinkedIn profile. The courses I teach within the framework of the chair are Information Society, Business Communication, Management in Geodesy and Geoinformatics, and Marketing Tools and Techniques. As for teaching methods of the Chair of Organizational Theory and Management, I can say that the chair promotes student-centered teaching methods, teamwork, and online learning through Moodle and MS Teams, including online tests using Safe Exam Browser. In online teaching, the emphasis is on critical thinking and encouraging the proactive role of students in the teaching process. We keep constant industry-university collaboration, including fieldwork in companies and institutions. In the COVID era, the fieldwork from the project Tools and Techniques of Marketing was conducted through the MS Teams. Online teaching has enabled us to bring people from companies to the faculty through our virtual lecture halls. We keep strong links with the business sector through workshops and conferences, domestic and international, organized by the chair. There are photo reportages of these conferences on my Facebook profile. Learning is based on practical examples. The chair provides support for career guidance of students through their direct contact with future employers. In January this year, during COVID, a virtual workshop, Simulation of Job Interview, was organized within the course Business Communication via the MS Teams application. We managed to create a real situation, as if the job interview was really taking place, and it was very exciting. Critical thinking is encouraged through the virtual forum students ask, students answer themselves, and innovations in conducting exams via Moodle. Students are enabled to vote and choose the best post on the forum, the best replica, the best team, and the best group. Also, in the COVID era, an online competition was organized within the course Business Communication to select the best student video homework via Moodle. We were all very excited. All of these online student competitions aim to encourage the development of emotional management skills such as competitiveness, innovativeness, group cohesion, individuality, and leadership. First of all, it should be emphasized that the ICTs are enacted technologies. This means that the final outcome of their implementation depends to a large extent on the context and attitudes and values of the people who are expected to use them. On the one hand, digital transformations are accelerating. On the other hand, old problems are not solved. The World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, in 2019 revealed that 3.4 billion people still live on the brink of extreme poverty. This is really sad. This paper aims to draw attention to the emancipatory potentials of data opening, but also to emphasize that it is a process that requires the mobilization of multiple actors involved in digital learning. This article presents the data on how students and young employees in Croatia assess their education for open data projects. The data presented is part of a broader empirical pilot project carried out by myself in late 2018 on a sample of 51 young employees from 10 companies in the city of Zagreb and 70 students from 16 technical and non-technical faculties of Zagreb University. The aim of this research was to find out how students and young employees perceive their educational readiness for advanced technologies. Learning is an important tool to accept change. New technologically mediated forms of learning at work that require new knowledge and skills. And this is a huge challenge for the academic community. In the new quantitative era, we are faced with ever deeper penetrations of digital technologies into the social fabric. The three key challenges of digital era are to have technology, to know how to use it, and to create and understand the social, economic, and political concept of society that it supports. This knowledge should be provided to young people by their education system. The coronavirus pandemic has revealed a number of vulnerabilities of the companies. They responded by accelerating the introduction of artificial intelligence and IT infrastructure based on hybrid cloud, 5G, and edge computing. The Internet of Things enabled connectivity, and the 5G network provided speed. Complexity has become the new normal. These really are struggles for survival. We live, learn, and work in a data-driven society. The rise of big data was significantly boosted by Internet of Things sensing devices and cloud computing. Unlike knowledge management scholars, who are primarily focused on knowledge, for big data business analytics, data and information are in themselves valuable intangible assets. New advanced tools such as big data and social media have the implication of knowledge transformation. The World Economic Forum, which was held in 2012, declared the data for a new asset class. This means that we need to increase our data literacy. The term open data of public administration refers to an information policy that provides a set of management principles aimed at promoting the sharing and reuse data sets that does not restrict privacy and confidentiality, which are produced with public money and are available without restrictions on their use and distribution. The OECD study from 2016 has two main challenges for the open data policy emphasizes the resistance to publish open data, the lack of human resources with technical training to effectively participate in the process of data opening. The dominant trend of a data-driven society is the constant democratization of data use and protection, in which the European Union regulatory framework takes the lead. The goal of the open data policy, promoted by large international and supranational organizations such as the UN, World Bank, OECD, EU, and others, is to create a business climate with the aim of improving services and motivating users to be creative and develop new innovative companies. Open data is considered to be one of the key factors that will enable the transformation of public administration and the development of digital economy. According to EU estimates, the open data market in 2020 would amount to at least 75.7 billion euros and open the possibility of new employment for 25,000 people. For the Republic of Croatia, the EU estimated the creation of up to 1,000 new jobs in 2020, and the market value was estimated at 186 million euros. According to this research, young people in Croatia recognize cooperation as the greatest value of cyber era, then velocity and ubiquity and mobility. The data showed that the young people attach the least importance to the value of sustainability and quality. Among those respondents who feel that their technical education is not sufficient for active involvement in data opening processes and their effective use are 41.2% of employees and 45.7% of students, 59.6% of non-technical, and 29.7% of technical respondents. 56% of respondents from transformed, 37.5% from pure digital companies, and 10% from geospatial institutions. Among those respondents who are not familiar with the activities of the Central Open Data Portal are 45.3% of students and 39.2% of employees, 56.1% of non-technical and 40.6% of technical respondents. 52% responded from transformed companies, 43.8% from pure digital companies, and 0% from geospatial institutions. Among those respondents who are not familiar with the open data policy for the young in Croatia are 55.7% of students and 51% of employees, 54.4% of non-technical, and 53.1% of technical respondents. 72% of respondents from transformed companies, 50% from pure digital companies, and 0% from geospatial institutions. This research highlights the lack of technical knowledge and the lack of ability to think proactively as a serious obstacle to the productive use of open data. The obtained finding indicates that non-technical respondents included in the sample are primarily consumers of digital content, but are not socialized in a way that would allow them to actively participate in advanced technology projects. Hence, in order to turn the potential provided by the non-humans into real benefits for the humans, new mental models of people are needed, with education systems and academia expected to play a key role in these radical transformations of our lives, work, and way of thinking. To achieve friendly interactions between the humans and the non-humans, we can count on open data, proactive learners, and transparency as a prerequisite for trust in artificial intelligence. These are good news indeed. Thank you for watching this video.